it's me, Rhea Peterson. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing meal prep, but not just any meal prep. We are doing Thanksgiving meal prep. We are going to be prepping stuffing and cranberry sauce. I'm a big believer in saving time, and family holiday meals can get really, really hectic when there's a lot going on. I am hosting this year, and so I'm just gonna do everything that I can to save time. We're gonna do a turkey trot, which is running a race on Thanksgiving, if you don't know. We're gonna do that as a family, so I'm already losing time in the morning. Just a lot going on Thanksgiving. And also I wanna watch the parade. So just a lot of things to anticipate, and I want to make it as enjoyable as possible. So I'm gonna do some easy Thanksgiving prep. You can prep all sorts of stuff for Thanksgiving, stuffing, cranberry sauce. I've prepped the sweet potatoes before. I've made pies in advance. There's a lot of things that you can do. This year, I am in charge of cranberry sauce and stuffing and also the turkey, but I'm not gonna make that ahead of time. So that's what's going on. We're gonna go to the store. I'm gonna get a grocery haul, share that with you. We're gonna clean out the disaster fridge and make our Thanksgiving meal prep, clean up the kitchen, and be done. If you are new here, I am so glad that you found me. I hope that you all stick around, continue to hang out. If you don't celebrate Thanksgiving, cool. The stuffing recipe and cranberry recipe is still really, really good. So if you ever have any reason to try it, you absolutely should. But you should still hang out. I'm gonna clean out my fridge, and there's a lot of gross stuff in there, so let's do that. If you aren't already, consider subscribing to the channel, hang out with me, but that's it. Let's not waste any time. Let's get started. I don't have a mug this time. We are starting off by getting the essentials. I am getting my Thanksgiving ingredients that I'm going to need, plus a couple additional items that we needed to restock in the house. I like going to the store by myself a lot more than having to wrangle everybody. So this is a precious time. I always get myself a special drink and just try to make it count while I'm at the store. I'm getting all of my produce, and then there's a couple other items throughout the store that I need to get. I was toying with making a pecan pie this year instead of our normal nut-free pecan pie with pretzels, because Connor's nut allergy has definitely been a lot better. He's been cleared to eat all of the different kinds of nuts now, but I was a little perturbed by the price of the pecans, and so I opted to not get them. I got pretzels instead, because pretzels are a really great a substitution for pecans. But as much as I love the pretzel pie, Connor was still looking forward to a pecan pie, and he did end up getting pecans. So I'm gonna make both, and we are gonna do a side-by-side comparison on the flavor. They're gonna taste different, but I wanna decide which one we all like better. Okay, here is the haul. Not much for the price, but she was a little pricey. We've got our turkey frozen solid, so she's gonna live in the fridge for the week. Also got some sausage. We will use this today in the stuffing. Along with that, I got some parsley, and apple is also going to go in there. Celery. We're gonna make some cranberry sauce today as well. So I got lots of cranberries. I need oranges for that. I needed lemons. It's for the turkey, but I just figured I'd get them now. And then lots of onion. We needed more strawberries, so I grabbed some of those while I was there. Some chicken stock. I've got the craisins, or I guess dried cranberries is what they're called. to go in the stuffing. And then just a couple of things I'm not using today, but stuff that I will use either for Thanksgiving or in the near future for other things. I needed some corn syrup. I was gonna make pecan pie because Connor can have pecans again, but they're so expensive that I just grabbed pretzels because we like the pretzel pie, and then I'll just also make a pecan pie if Connor really wants one, but I need the syrup for that. I needed some heavy cream. We were running out of dressing, and then Hershey Kisses. Callum really wants to make those cookies with the Hershey Kisses in them. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get all the produce soaking in the sink, and while that's happening, I'm gonna clear out the fridge. There's a lot in there. It's just been, we've had a rough couple of weeks. Harley's just, we've been struggling. So there's a lot of food in there that I'm gonna have to throw away, which I feel bad about. I feel a little better though, because our city does compost, so I can put a lot of it in the yard waste bin and it will go back into the world. So there is that, but it's kind of rough in there. So I need to clear out the fridge, get everything in there, wash the produce. So let's go from there. Let's get the produce in the sink, and then we will clean out the fridge.
I look into your eyes, I see we're out of time. I guess no one's to blame, nobody crossed the line. I guess we couldn't see, somehow we couldn't feel. Maybe we rose too fast, maybe we got too high. But I remember days someone
I don't even know where to start. I'm gonna need a bowl and a garbage bag for gross stuff. I love this little mini vacuum to get all of the crumbs out before I wipe everything down. It's just so handy, and it's way easier, especially with the drawers and everything. So I'm getting all of the shelves vacuumed off. I'm gonna wipe it down. I'm just using the thieves cleaner this time around and just get the top and the bottom. And then most everything I can put back that is salvageable, I'm putting just right back in the spot that it needs to. Not a ton of restock. I did pull some cheese sticks out of the freezer to fill that up. And then we had a bunch of Go-Gurts that I restocked as well. But for the most part, it was just getting the old food out, making a lot of space for all of the Thanksgiving leftovers. But especially I needed to hurry so that I could get the turkey in the fridge because it's gonna take a while to thaw, but I'm not gonna risk anything leaving it out on the counter too long.
Guess we've said it all. Now why do we care to dream? Guess we wanna believe.
Hope it fits.
That it's not too late.
Oh yeah! It fits!
Do we care to dream?
Even though I needed it to thaw, I still wanted to put it in the coldest part of the fridge because I don't want it to thaw too quickly because it is going in a little earlier, but I didn't see any point in putting it in the freezer only to pull it out a day and a half later. So we've got it in the coldest part of the fridge. It will thaw in time for Thanksgiving. And now we're just getting everything else back into the fridge. We still have a couple more drawers to clean out, but the turkey was the biggest stressor for me. So I'm so glad I was able to fit it in there.
I look into your eyes, I see we're out of time. Did what we could, my friend, but now we're at the end. I wanna do it all,
with you by my side. If you're in, meet me here tonight. Be brave and come along, I'll be your ride. Promise we don't need no brake lights. We can travel the world, so just say yes. Choose to do whatever comes next. This or that, getting drunk on whiskey on a Tuesday night, or drinking rum by an open fire, make love or fight. This or that, this or that, evenings on the train or catch a morning flight, enjoying dinner until midnight, or bed by night. This or I wanna see it all, find the northern lights, see the stars in the open wild, catch a glimpse of Panama. We don't need a map, I'll let you know when we've arrived, yeah. We can travel the world, so just say yes. Choose to do whatever comes next. This or that, getting drunk on whiskey on a Tuesday night, or drinking rum by an open fire, make love or fight. This or that, this or that, evenings on the train or catch a morning flight, enjoying dinner until midnight, or in bed by night. This or we can travel the world, so just say yes. Choose to do whatever comes next.
This is incredible.
Brave and come along.
Oh, it's so good. Connor got me too.
This or that, getting drunk on whiskey on a Tuesday night, or drinking red wine by an open fire, make love or fight. This or that.
So the fridge is cleaned out, but we still need to get the produce in there. So I'm gonna drain the produce, get that drying, and then we're gonna wash all the, load the dishwasher with the containers. Some of them are actually empty, but most of them are just gross. Oops.
Well, don't be mad, but I did not press record when I was dumping out the gross containers, but honestly, you might consider yourself lucky because it was rough. But I do have all of the containers here, and I could describe the smell for you for that one larger container that had old chicken in it, but I won't.
I put the other compost bowl that we normally use for food scraps in here too. So this isn't all just wasted fridge food. It still hurts though. Oh no.
We are going to get the dishwasher loaded. I was very glad that we did not forget to run it the night before, so I was able to empty out the dishwasher earlier. We are going to get all of our containers here, and then we can start getting out our ingredients for our stuffing and cranberry sauce. I just need to get all this stuff in here. I will have to wash a couple of dishes, but those are just the bowls that I put all of the gross food in. So let's finish getting this loaded, get the dishwasher going so that I can unload it again after we are done cooking all of our Thanksgiving prep food, and then we can get started on the actual cooking. I'm so excited.
But I want to get to know you. Just wanna get to know you. You say that you're from out of town. I'm hoping that you stick around. Show me what it's like from the other side. Would you stay another night? 'Cause I don't know you, but I want to get to know you. Just wanna get to know you. I don't know you, but I want to get to know you. Just wanna get to know you.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I have two things that I wanna make. to prep for Thanksgiving. I'm going to make the stuffing and I'm going to make cranberry sauce. So I want to knock out the stuffing first because I don't want to run out of time before I have to go get my kids from school. So we're gonna knock out the stuffing. It's really easy. I make it every year. It's so good and I'm so excited. And then the cranberry sauce was just gonna make the house just smell incredible. And that is one of Connor's favorite things that we have with Thanksgiving. So I have to make it. And it's one of those things that I can very easily prep weeks in advance. Honestly, I think I do have a jar of it frozen in my freezer somewhere, but given the state of my refrigerator, you can only imagine what my freezer looks like right now. So let's start with the stuffing. I'm gonna get my ingredients out. I have a binder that I keep lots of recipes in, and I have one area that is marked holiday, and that is where I keep all of my holiday things in. The very first one here is the turkey recipe that I like to use. We're not making the turkey today, so I don't need to do that. I do need to find my stuffing recipe and my cranberries recipe, which I'm not currently seeing in here, which is unfortunate because that means I didn't print them out, but it means I will. I'm gonna print them out because we have to keep them for posterity's sake. They're in here somewhere, I'll find them. Okay, well the irony is that those two I never printed out. So I'm gonna go find those on my computer and print them out later. Stuffing time! Here are the ingredients for the stuffing. I really like the Trader Joe's gluten-free stuffing mix. My mother-in-law is celiac, and so like since Connor and I have been married, I've been making a stuffing recipe similar to hers, and she always does gluten-free. And I actually do a little better when I don't eat gluten, but I've not been doing great about that. But this is my favorite one. I love it. What I do is I use all of the bread, or the bread cubes, but I only use a little bit of the seasoning because we put a lot of seasoning in here. And that's what I do for the seasoning, so I don't have to use any of my other stuff. So we've got our stuffing mix, mild sausage, cranberries, some chicken stock, and butter. For our produce, we've got an onion, 2 apples. I'm gonna do a Granny Smith, and this is a Gala apple, so I've got a little sour and a little sweet. Celery and fresh parsley. This one's really quick. I just need to chop up the onion and cook that with the sausage, and then chop up the rest of our vegetables and fruit. Mix it all together and put it in a pan and stick it in the freezer. So this will be really fast.
While these guys cook down, I chopped up my apples. This is one of those recipes that if you get the order wrong, you're still okay. And I frequently will do things out of order or miss an ingredient until closer to the end. So I always love a recipe that is forgiving, and this is definitely one of them. I should have put my egg, which I forgot to get out as well, in with the bread cubes first before I put all the other stuff in, but I didn't. But I did catch that before I was done, and the egg just kind of helps hold everything together. And I was still able to mix it in, and it always turns out fine, regardless of whether or not I forget the egg. And I have forgotten it before as well. So I've got all of my ingredients in here, aside from the cranberries and the parsley. So I'm gonna get those mixed in, and then I'm just gonna stir it all up. This one's really easy. One thing though, you wanna make sure you have a really big bowl, especially when you are doubling it. And for the chicken stock, I just measure with my heart. I just want it to get softer, but I don't want it to get mushy. It will get nice and soft as you bake it.
so what I do is I just get these disposable food pans and I put this in there and I write on some foil the instructions and cover it with foil. If I was gonna put it longer than a week, I would put saran wrap over the top, but I'm not gonna put it in that long. Thanksgiving is really soon. So I'm just gonna cover it in saran wrap, let it come to room temperature, pop it in the freezer out in the garage. And then when it is time to cook it on Thanksgiving, I will just pull it out in the morning. It won't take super long to thaw and it'll cook up in the oven really easily. So that's what we're gonna do.
And just to clarify, I mean that if I were putting it in longer, I would put a layer of saran wrap on the top and then the foil. And just to be safe, on my foil, I would label that there was a layer of saran wrap that needed to be taken off before it was put in the oven, because I am me and I know I'm not alone. Sometimes that kind of stuff gets forgotten. So we've got it all labeled, ready to go. I'm gonna let it cool a little bit and then pop it in the outside freezer.
Okay, so the stuffing is cooling. I am going to just quickly slice up my strawberries and package up the tomatoes and celery and get them in the fridge, and then we will make the cranberry sauce. Let that cool, we can wash up the dishes, wipe down, clean up the floors, and then we're done. So I'm keeping my strawberries in these glass jars. We had some blueberries left that I put in this container. There was a little bit of celery left, so I just chopped it up easy so my kids can just grab it and eat it. They like to eat celery. And then our tomatoes, I'm just gonna pop these in the fridge.
Well, once I get my fruit in here, we are done with the fridge finally. It looks so much better. It's very satisfying to get it all nice and clean with lots of space for Thanksgiving leftovers. I have to zip over and grab my kids. When I get back, we're gonna start on the cranberry sauce. The house is gonna smell amazing.
Okay, here are our ingredients for the cranberry sauce. I'm doubling the recipe, so I'm using 3 bags. I bought 4 and I just threw the other one in the freezer. Cranberries freeze really well. And we need the cranberries, orange juice and some of the rind, sugar, salt, water, and then a cinnamon stick. But we're just gonna combine everybody in a pot, cook it down, and it makes the most delicious cranberry sauce.
Wow.
There's Gary.
What? And that happened to Diary of a Wimpy Kid, where Greg had lemon juice in his eye.
You did it. Did it speak at you? Ooh, it's a juicy one.
I think this one's juicy too. This one is juicy.
Let's be sure.
Drop it in there.
Mom, imagine. That's for you, viewers. Nice!
Nice! It's good. It's good. We also have animal crackers here. See?
Well, with the kids home, chaos always ensues, so I am just gonna let them help. As you can see, it was fun with the oranges. We squeezed out as much juice as we could with our hands. I used my juicer to get whatever leftover I could, and we got exactly the amount that we needed. And I was not spared with my order again. I should have started by adding my liquids and my sugar and dissolving that first before I put the other stuff in, but it was okay. I did notice it before I continued, and I turned it down on low and just let it dissolve a little bit before I cranked the heat up so that our cranberries could start popping, which is the best part.
I should have dissolved all of the sugar in the juice first before.
It's gonna be nice and sugary, Mom. We need sugar. Us kids need sugar. Definitely for what we're going to parkour.
This every day, and I'm still so amazed by you. So hold me tight through the night.
Mom, look, the pants don't suit.
It's just just two, me and you.
Smell it.
I can't believe you love me.
It smells so good. Look
Just
at
feel so
that.
lucky.
He's so fun. I'm gonna let this cook down. We're gonna get the dishes unloaded. The chaos will continue, but I need to get the dishes done while it cooks down, and then we'll get it all jarred.
Okay, Google. What does the fart sound like? Okay, go.
You know I'm here to stay every single day. Yeah.
Okay, well, most of the dishes are done aside from our cranberry pan. I am going to put this in mason jars and get it into the fridge. Or actually, I'm not gonna put it in the fridge right away. I'm gonna set it on the counter to cool off before I put it in the fridge. I want it to be completely cooled before I put it in there. It is absolutely beautiful. Oh, it smells so good. It is just gorgeous. And the kids really loved helping make it. I'm gonna need to pull the orange rind out and find the cinnamon stick in there. But I'm gonna get that all packed up, and then I'm just gonna wipe off the counters, vacuum up the floors. We are having frozen pizza for dinner, so dinner will be a breeze. I can just throw everything in the dishwasher and be done for the night. But very productive, very glad that I got these things out of the way before Thanksgiving, because it will make the day so much easier. So let's put this in jars.
Oh, where I'd rather be than with you.
Oh, I forgot to take the stuff out. Oh, yeah. Whoops.
I can't believe you
there's one.
love me. I just feel so lucky. Still can't believe you love me.
Let's try that again.
Can't believe you love me. I just feel so lucky. Still can't believe you love me. 2 a.m. in the car playing our favorite song.
Well, I will get those into the fridge before we start getting ready for bedtime. They should be cool by then. But I've got my pan washed here. I just need to wipe down the counters, clean off the stove a little bit, vacuum up the floors, and then we are done. It was so good to get all of that stuff out of the way and ready to go for Thanksgiving Day, and it will be that much better getting the kitchen cleaned up. I've been cleaning as I go, so it's not terrible. I wanted to make sure I saved time, but we've done a lot of dishes, unloaded and loaded the dishwasher a lot. I am definitely glad that I planned on a really easy dinner with the frozen pizzas.
Wanna go. Calling sick in the morning, baby, don't leave. They don't need to know we're out here wild and free. They say we're crazy, it's too much. And yeah, we're crazy, deep in love. Oh, this is everything with you right next to me. So alive, and tonight I'm thinking that I don't wanna.
Well, I am just getting things finished up here, but my friends, that is everything that I have for you. It feels so good to have that stuff just out of the way and ready to go for Thanksgiving Day. I am so excited for the holiday. I love getting together. We have some family that is coming, which are just some good friends that we often celebrate the holidays with because we are the only ones that live in our state out of our families. And I am excited to spend that time with them and just have lots of fun. But thanks again for hanging out with me. I hope you're doing well. Subscribe if you aren't already. Continue to hang out, and I will see you next time. Bye.
So alive, and tonight I'm thinking that I don't wanna go.